Here's the secret to building wealth that no one's going to tell you about. So wealthy people have buckets that they invest in. Now, first thing I want you to understand is this. Poor people get money and they hold on to it. They have what's called the scarcity mindset. Wealthy people understand that money, your active income, is to be put to use to make you more income. Robert Kiyosaki says if you put your money into assets, it'll come back with friends. So that's the whole goal here. Wealthy people like real estate. We've got a brotherhood program, Andy's highest level mastermind, that's over 6 figures to join. And there's over 100 guys in there. I've all talked to them, every single one of them that are over $1 million in net worth, that are millionaires, invest into real estate. I'm willing to learn that success leaves clues. Real estate is very simple. You got your primary residence, you got rentals, you got commercial. There's lots of different real estate that you own. Now, here's what's really cool about real estate. It's an asset, and it's not like the McLaren that you buy that depreciates $100,000 as soon as you drive it off the lot. It's an appreciating asset, which means that if a millionaire takes $500,000 and goes and buys 2 rental properties in another state, not only does he appreciate in value every year, it's going to continue to climb. And in 10 years, that $500,000 property, those 2 properties he bought, they're going to be worth $1 million, but also he's going to cash flow because he's going to be able to put tenants in those houses that are going to pay off the mortgage. He's going to get a little cut to keep. So you can see how a rich person can justify putting $500,000 into real estate. Number 2, the second investment vehicle that wealthy people use is the market. What wealthy people like to do, and again, this is just what I've learned from millionaires, hundreds of millionaires that are part of our mastermind. They like to invest in index funds. A wealthy person typically has built a business before, so they know that the best investment that they can make is in themselves and into their business. But whenever they invest into other things, like the market or like real estate, they want it to be passive. They don't want to be day traders. They don't want to be house flippers. They want to give their money away, put into an asset that's most secure and the highest amount of return. That's what real estate does, and that's what index funds do. The way an index funds work is if I put $1 million into an index fund, it's going to grow at about 10 to 12%, and it's going to do what's called compound interest, which means if I drop $1 million into this bad boy, next year it's going to be worth $1.1 million, which means I made a passive $100,000 throughout the year. Now I could either keep that in there and then it'll grow at another 10% the following year, or I could pull it out and it'll go make me another $100,000 the following year. So you can see how this is another passive investment that business owners can make. They can stuff cash away and then it can grow for them with compounding interest. Now there's one more. This is by far the most important. This is going to be businesses in themselves. Now I'm going to tell you why. The market and real estate are great investments, don't get me wrong. But every successful business person I know, every millionaire that I know, made all their wealth in one vehicle, in one business. And typically it was a business they created themselves, where they're an entrepreneur and they're really good at sales. The highest rate of return you're going to get when you invest your money is going to be in a business. Because if I put $1 million into an index fund and grows at 10%, that's a pretty good return, and that's secure and that's passive. So is real estate. It's probably going to grow at 7 to 10%, appreciating per year plus the cash flow you'll get. But if I put $1 million into myself in personal development and I learned skills that have created billionaires and multimillionaires, that return is unlimited. That return could be 5 million or 10 million or 100 million. You never know what it could be. The main thing to understand is this. Wealthy people diversify. They put their money into real estate. Once they start to make money, they put money into the market, and they put money into businesses. Also might be their own business, but it could be other businesses. A lot of business owners I talk to that are millionaires in our mastermind, they own franchise businesses, which means they bought a franchise like McDonald's or a Walmart. They buy hotels. They buy other businesses that are already running. They acquire them and then let other people run them for them. Or it could be their own business, or it could be themselves. But at the end of the day, these are the 3 investment vehicles that all wealthy people that I know have used, and I'm running myself. So if you want more tips, follow me for more. I help salespeople get wealthy.